Well, what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. And then it kept happening. Or, if you prefer, everything happened at once and it won't ever stop. Time is dying. It's going to be 5:02 in the afternoon for all eternity. A needle stuck on a record.
A record? Good Lord, man, have you never heard of downloads?
Said Winston Churchill.
Gunsmoke. That's gunsmoke. Oh, I appear to have fired this.
We seem to be defending ourselves.
I don't understand.
The creatures that lead the silence, remarkable beings, they're memory proof.
But what does that mean?
Well, you can't remember them. The moment you look away, you forget they were ever there. Don't panic. In small numbers, they're not too difficult.
Keep the silence in sight at all times and keep your high drives active.
Who the devil are you? Identify yourselves.
Pond. Amelia Pond.
No, she's not outside. It's okay, Winston.
No, Amy. Amy. Why are you wearing that?
The government has again apologised for extensive radio interference caused by solar flare and sunspot activity.
Amy.
Those stand-downs aren't fun, I'm sorry. I wanted to avoid a long conversation. You need to get up though, we'll be in Cairo shortly.
Amy Pond. Amelia Pond from Leadville, please listen to me. I know it seems impossible, but you know me. In another version of reality, you and I were best friends. We travelled together, we had adventures. Amelia Pond, you grew up with a time rift in the wall of your bedroom. You can see what others can't. You can remember things that never happened. And if you try, if you really, really try, you'll be able to.
You look rubbish.
You look wonderful.
So do you. But don't worry. We'll soon fix that.
Oh, Geronimo. Okay, you can turn around now. How do I look?
Cool.
Really? No. Cool office, though. Why'd you have an office? Are you like a special agent boss lady or something? Not sure about the eye patch, though.
It's not an eye patch. Time's gone wrong. Some of us noticed. There's a whole team of us working on it. You'll see.
And you've got an office on a train. That is so cool. Can I...
Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Bow ties are cool. Oh my goodness, I think this is one of those stories I'd probably need to watch 7 or 8 times in succession to try and get the gist of exactly what's going on. Goodness, that was like another world to me. I mean, not only can I not believe that that is an episode of Doctor Who, I can't believe that I've actually watched it and forgotten so much about it. This was the wedding of River Song and concludes the whole season. Lots going on in that clip. We saw Winston Churchill, didn't we? Can't quite remember why Matt Smith was dressed up as sort of a messianic figure in that sort of those sort of overalls and long hair. Amy with the eyepiece. Interesting. So presumably that means the eye patch woman was in this one, I think. And I believe it concludes the story of the Silence, or at least for the time being. I'm not sure whether they were unit troops that burst in. I'm not sure whether it's something to do with parallel reality. I know the Doctor mentioned something about that there, didn't he? But obviously Amy is pretending to be on the side of the Silence or whoever in order to gain their confidence, but then she makes the Doctor realise that she's obviously on his side by drawing memories of their past adventures and sticking them up on a wall on a train. I think they were on a train. And I'm afraid that's probably all I can get from this one. I do remember vaguely thinking it was a pretty complicated story to get your head around, certainly in one viewing. It's odd how I remember quite a lot about the previous one, Closing Time, but not so much about this one. It's really encouraged me to try and review this season again, having not seen it for such a long time. But yes, a very interesting, if maybe somewhat confusing conclusion to this season, season 6. What can possibly come next? Who knows? Time will tell. It always does.